Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
We all remember that one professor, the one everyone on campus had to take no matter what subject they taught because how much fun their class was. What if we told you there was a streaming service that had all those professors? One Day University has every must-have professor from the best colleges all across the country. One Day University, the most fun talks from the most fun professors. Available live and on demand. No homework, just the most fun you'll have while learning. Get a special offer at ondayu.com/Odyssey.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. We got our loud and local band of the week. This week, it's They Walk Among Us. It's our loud and local band of the week, They Walk Among Us. You want to find out how you can get their music? Just go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com.
Man, really cool record they put out earlier this year. It's called Into the House of Zach. So check them out.
And if you do love local music, you're going to love Loud and Local. It's a show we have on Sunday nights here in the Rock. Starts at 8 o'clock. 2 solid hours of great music from the Pacific Northwest. Bands like They Walk Among Us.
Jump around on a Friday.
Partying.
Yeah. Party.
Happy Friday, everyone.
While
we're partying.
What's that?
It's the pizza partying.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, pizza party.
Oh, yeah. It's also Ride the Turtle Friday.
Pew, pew. Oh, yeah.
We are now 2 tiles in on our big unveiling of the Ride the Turtle billboard picture.
It's so adorable.
Is it, though?
Yeah, you see little turtle feeties now.
If you go to KSW's Instagram page, which is at 999KISW, you'll see a little taste of what the artwork is going to look like.
Oh, is that what we're going to see?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
And in about 5 minutes, the 3rd tile will show up.
Yes.
And we'll be 1/3 of the way there. Right now we can see feet. Turtle feet.
Turtle feet. Turtle power.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love this whole thing.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That looks amazing.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah. Well, at least, the Rock logo looks good. I like that.
Yeah, it looks really great, especially with all those turtle feet around.
Yeah, the Rock logo's nice.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Travis and Sammamish. Travis, are you there?
We do not have Travis and Sammamish, but we do have Ryan in Des Moines, though.
Ryan, are you there?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
All right, Steve, get out of here.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Ryan will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Ryan, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. You ready?
To ride the turtles.
Nice.
Oh, great. Thanks, Ryan.
He already wins in my heart.
Yeah.
Jake the dog and Finn the human are the 2 main characters of what cartoon?
Oh, God. I pass.
What is the largest city by population in Russia?
Moscow.
Yes. Which rapper released his debut album, Ready to Die, in 1994?
Dr. Dre.
No.
Eminem.
No.
LL Cool J.
No. Google was founded in what decade?
90s.
Yes. Martha's Vineyard is an island off of which East Coast state?
Maryland.
No.
Virginia.
No.
Massachusetts.
Yes. With,
Nice.
with the government agency, what does CIA stand for?
Oh. Oh, man. Pass.
What New Mexico city hosts the world's largest hot air balloon festival?
Albuquerque.
Yes. Eartha Kitt played which Batman villain?
Poison Ivy.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
She had the best voice.
She
Eartha
did.
Kitt. Perfect. Oh,
Some of those
man.
answers are on the tip of my tongue. I'm kicking myself hardcore.
Oh,
She
dude.
was also Yzma in The Emperor's New Groove.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She was
that's right.
fantastic.
Oh,
Eartha Kitt's voice, man, and also she was really easy on the eye as well. I had many moments. That's when I knew that I was like, ooh, something in my body's changing, because every time Eartha Kitt came on the screen, it was like,
Wow. BJ's oversharing on a Friday morning.
What did I miss?
Well, we don't really want to get into it now because it might give away a little bit of an answer.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but we will. I mean,
But we will
but Rick, how
definitely
about
get
this?
deeper into it.
If you can see, look at the irony of that question.
Oh, wow, that's a nice
Isn't that crazy? I mean, that question's totally right in line with something.
Hey,
Yeah.
Steve, you ready? Yes! Nice. Yes!
Let's do it.
Jake the dog and Finn the human are 2 main characters in what cartoon?
Rick and Morty.
No.
Rugrats.
No.
Family Guy.
No. What is the largest city by population in Russia?
Moscow.
Yes. Which rapper released his debut album Ready to Die in 1994?
Notorious B.I.G.
Yes. Google was founded in what decade?
80s.
No.
70s.
No.
90s.
Yes.
I don't know why I was saying 70s. I was like, I gotta go with it.
Martha's Vineyard is an island off of which East Coast state?
Maine?
No.
Rhode Island.
No.
New York.
No.
Wow.
With the government
Oh,
agent.
what? Freaking wine.
Unbelievable.
With the
Can't
government
believe it.
agency, what does CIA stand for?
Central Intelligence Agency.
Yes. What New Mexico city hosts the world's largest hot air balloon festival?
Is that Albuquerque?
Yes.
What's up, Danny?
Eartha Kitt played which Batman villain?
Peter's got a Batman shirt on.
I know, right?
Is there something happening?
Oh, yeah.
Catwoman.
Yes. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You win 6-4. Got through there.
Sorry about that, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan, he's kicking himself because he had a couple of those, but he couldn't think of them at the top of his head.
Yeah, exactly.
Brain farts. as they
And I
say.
am wearing my Adam West, like I have the Batman insignia with West's name.
Yeah, I saw
in there.
that.
Yeah, and it's so wild that I have that on, and he asks Eartha Kitt from that administration.
Which, so that was just a happy coincidence?
It seems to be. It's Eartha. I think it's Eartha Kitt's birthday. So
that's
I think
cool.
that's why I used it, or I just randomly did it. I don't know. Some of these I did actually use birthday stuff for it. I can't remember if it is or not.
That's cool.
No, it's not. It was just a random one then. Just a happy coincidence then.
Is it SpongeBob the cartoon?
No.
Oh, that's why I played this victory song. I was kind of hoping it all tied together.
No.
I know that show, and I'm going to be so mad when you say it.
And I knew Steve wouldn't get it because it's just not going to be in your wheelhouse. Adventure Time.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, okay. I totally didn't know that show. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It's Adventure Time.
It's a cartoon about Jake the dog and Finn the human.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Son of a bee. I totally do know that show.
Is it like an Adult Swim type show?
Kind of, yeah. It's
It's appropriate for kids though.
yeah. It's fun, but it's a little it's weird.
Fun for kids and stoners.
Yes.
Okay.
Straight up.
He's got a little
100%.
backpack. Is that Jake's got the backpack? Is that the kid? I'm thinking of?
Yeah, and he's got the blue shirt and the weird hat, and usually carries around the sword. And Jake is a yellow dog who kind of does weird things.
He's got glasses, actually. Yeah, Jake's got glasses. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. That's exactly what I was thinking of. I might have seen that show once in my life.
Once. The other one you missed, actually, Travis got correct. Martha's Vineyard is off of Massachusetts.
Come
I was
on,
trying to say
Steve.
Massachusetts, and I did it.
You
I said
started.
Maine.
Yeah, you started to and then
Yeah.
stopped.
I was like, it's probably not Massachusetts. I'll go with Maine since I got M on my mouth.
It was Massachusetts.
yeah.
Well, congrats. You still won.
Yeah, good job, Steve.
BJ, we're 3 tiles in on the big reveal of
are
the turtle
we?
artwork.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
Oh, that's delightful.
So go check it out at KSW's Instagram page. Every 20 minutes, we put up a new picture.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There's the. So far, I'm seeing feet.
Yep, we got the whole bottom done.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow, this is. Yeah.
I know. I could tell. I could hear the anticipation in your voice.
Yeah, boy, I can't wait for, was it 9 o'clock when they were all out?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. What am I going to be doing? Something else? Good. All right. Wow. Yeah. Congratulations. Seriously, you guys have done a great job with this wonderful idea.
I like turtles.
Oh, okay, good. Jason Momoa, let's talk about him. He just shared a great story about how a lie that he told is the reason why he's an actor. You're going to hear from him at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Jason Momoa was on the Drew Barrymore show earlier this week and shared that his first acting job was on Baywatch, and he lied to get that acting job.
My first job was Baywatch Hawaii, and that's when they were, kind of steering away from the whole Hasselhoff thing, and he was leaving, and they came to Hawaii, and I was working in the family surf shop, and it was on the radio. It's just like this is massive casting call, and so you could be an extra, and as long as you're Hawaiian, you're an extra, and you get like $100 a day. I'm folding t-shirts for $60. I was like, I'll go down there. So I go down there with my cousins, and it's this big lineup, and really we just went down there to meet ladies, and I'm 19 years old. And that's just how it was. And we went down there, and then sure enough, I got the lead role. And, but I had to, you had to have a resume. And so when we came in, they're like, "What? Do you have any modeling or acting experience?" And I was like, "Oh yeah. I did Louis Vuitton, and I did some of the Gucci." And so basically just made up a bunch of stuff, and now I'm here. Back then, you couldn't really look it up. You know what I mean? Just go like, "Oh yeah, this is it."
I love that. I also did not know that Baywatch tried to steer away from Hasselhoff. Like, what, they were trying to be more serious?
I don't know. Unless he was like they were phasing him out, and because he said Baywatch Hawaii. Is that different than regular Baywatch?
It's got to be.
Yeah,
I really know nothing about Baywatch other than Hasselhoff, Nicole Eggert, and Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, that's all I know. I didn't even know there was a Baywatch Hawaii, and I didn't know he was part of it.
And pretty cool that Aquaman was part of Baywatch.
Right? Well, that's a good point. If anyone's going to save you in the ocean, it's going to be him.
I mean, he just had to put that on the menu.
Yeah, that's
the menu, the resume.
The menu.
Yeah. I'm thinking about food all the time, man. Oh, Danny's showing us a picture of Momoa on Baywatch.
Him.
I did not know. It looks
so young.
No tattoos, no sweet hair.
And he's completely not like super buffed out either. I mean, it's a super swole. He's not swole at all.
Oh, he's in great shape.
I didn't say he wasn't in good shape. I didn't say that. But I mean, he's not like super swole, though. I mean, Jason Momoa is now super swole. It's like, it's like the first Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and then, of course, the last Wolverine, they're very different.
Yeah, he's very lean, but still very
muscular.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not throwing stones at the guy at all.
Vicky, close the screen. This is getting awkward.
But why?
Yeah,
someone else is hungry for something else.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's awesome, though, man. It makes me feel better about my life because, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. And that's what he did. He lied and ended up getting the lead role in that show, which, of course, led him to this great career that he's had. That's pretty awesome.
Now, it's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So, whether it be for a job or anything else, like Jason Momoa, did you do some lying to get something? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whether it be for a job or anything else, when did you lie to get something? We got your calls. We got your texts. Oh, did I give you numbers? 206-421-ROCK. Text us 77999. All right. Now we got your calls and texts after Rage on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You find yourselves trying to get your Craig Mack on and put some brand new flavor in your ear? Well, funny you should mention that because we have a brand new show that you should check out. It is called Pod Sauce. It is your podcast discovery show.
Everyone's always looking for a podcast recommendation. We got lots of them for you, from true crime to pop culture. And you can join us each week as we dish on all of our favorite podcasts out there. So make sure you download the Odyssey app and search Pod Sauce or head on over to podsauce.com.
We got you covered, guys.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Jason Momoa shared that his first acting job was on Baywatch, and he lied to get that job. Based on this, whether it be for a job or anything else, when did you lie to get something? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Andrew in Kent, you are on The Rock.
Good morning, BJ.
Morning. All right, Andrew. What about you? Why are you a big liar? What'd you do?
I lied to a drunk guy to get a tip.
Well, you know, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you. If you were doing some sort of service for somebody who was trashed, I feel like, you know what, you should get a nice tip for that, usually because of trash people. What did you do?
So years ago, I worked security on St. Patrick's Day at an Irish bar, got off work, came out of the bar. Drunk guy comes up to me and says, "Hey man, I'll give you $100 to give me a ride home." I was like, okay. And then it turned out to be him and a couple of his buddies. I didn't realize that it was going to be more than one person. Drove him home. We park. They're all getting out. He comes up to me, says, "Here you go, man. Here's your $100." Well, one of his drunk buddies comes over and goes, "Hey man, did he give you the money he said he was going to give you?" "No, man, he didn't." Gives me $100. Nice. This happened 4 times. I ended up with $500.
Hey, they got home safe.
Wow. Yeah, that's a heck of a ride right there. You had your own Uber company. That one, damn.
I wonder if they even put 2 and 2 together, or they were just so drunk that they never even had the conversation after the fact.
I don't even know, but
yeah.
I do. Like I said, they all came up to me individually and asked if the previous guy had paid, and I said no.
Wow, that is. Well, you know what? That's a lesson for them and everything. Boy, I thought I was okay with the first 2. The first couple of hundred. I feel like, that's a good deal. But then to get 400 total. Hey.
Well, that just shows all of them are, no matter how drunk they are, they're all good dudes and making sure things are taken care of,
right? Yeah, that is a good point. No good deed goes unpunished, does it?
Well, hopefully good karma happened to those guys.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they got home safe and sound, Steve. You're right. And, everyone lived to tell about it.
Although it would be funny if they got back into the place like, okay, guys, give me your cut of the cost of that ride. And everyone's like, I paid for the whole thing. And they have no way to get a hold of the dude.
Oh, man, you're right, dude. Boy, that's a story. Oh, yeah. Oh, waking up the next day going, where's all my money? Oh, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whether it be for a job or anything else, when did you lie to get something?
How about this one? This person says, I used being a commissioner of a fantasy football league as management experience on a job application. I called it, though, team lead on projects, and I got the job.
You know, in a weird way, though, being a commissioner of a fantasy football league, I think that does qualify you for a lot of stuff.
I would never do it. I've been a part of some fantasy football leagues where things are just so high maintenance, and I'm just like, I'm dipping out, and I'm just a GM on this whole. Like, I'm not handling everybody's crap.
Yeah, that's why I think if you're a wrangler of those kind of folks, you have some skills. I mean, you know what? I think a project lead, you might be the right person for that job.
And to be honest, if I got a resume and it had that, and they were being honest and said, "Hey, I ran a fantasy football league," I'd totally be like, bring that guy in for an interview. Definitely. I just want to meet that person, and then who knows what happens after that.
And I'm trying to think who ran. So Ruxin comes in. I don't know who. I can't remember who actually ran the league.
Oh gosh,
for the league. Who was actually in charge? I feel like nobody was in charge. It wasn't Taco. I know that.
Gosh, man, that show's so old now.
I know. Yeah, I don't remember any of the names other than Ruxin because it's such a strange name.
Yeah, Ruxin and Taco. Kevin. Yeah. I remember Kevin because Kevin was married to, and I can't remember his wife's name.
Jenny.
Mrs. Kevin and Jenny, but I don't know who actually ran the league.
I think Kevin actually did run
Maybe it was Kevin. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I haven't thought about that show in, 6 years since it went off the air.
Has it been 6 years since it had its
it ran
last
from
show?
2009 to 2015.
Oh, my gosh. That's a beating.
And that last season sucked.
Oh,
yeah, I dipped out pretty soon after it. Like when it started seeming like it was going downhill, and then it seemed like everyone agreed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They.
How about this lie? Someone texted in and said, I had my parents' Land Cruiser when they were on vacation. I picked up a girl at a bar, and she loved the car. Went back to her place. Next week, when I picked her up in my Honda, she was not as impressed, and no more dates after that.
Oh, yeah. See, you got to give a guy a credit that he at least on the first date went and tried to get a nice ride. I feel like you should get a credit for that. Because if he got a limo, right, and then picked her up in a Honda, isn't that like, oh, hey, good first move, dude, thank you? No?
I feel like he dodged a bullet. Like, if that's what impresses the girl that want to hang out with you, then, do you really want a long-term relationship with someone like that?
Now, I'm curious to see if his car was actually clean. Like, maybe the Land Cruiser was nice and clean, but his Honda, it's like, it wasn't that your Honda was a Honda, it's that you didn't clean it out. Yeah.
Sloppy Honda.
Because there's nothing sexier than when you go into a guy's car and it's clean.
I
don't
know what that's like.
Yeah, that's why I never got dates.
Yeah, that's it.
That reason.
And that's part of why my wife never lets me in her car.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whether it be a job or anything else, when did you lie to get something?
I kind of lied, I think, on my resume. I lied on my resume originally to get my foot in the door in the world of radio. Because when I first moved out here, I had no experience other than college radio. So when I was doing all the resumes, sending them out to radio stations, hoping to get a gig when I moved out to Seattle, I was not getting any calls back. And I met somebody that was working at a radio station, and he gave me the best advice ever. He's like, well, why are you writing that it's a college radio station? Just lie and say you worked at a radio station in Plattsburgh, New York, but don't write that it's a college. If anyone asks, you could be honest, but the minute you put that on there, no one's going to want to even give you an opportunity because you have no experience. They don't view college radio as experience. And sure as I took it off my resume. The next time I sent one out, I got a call.
Damn.
And I was just like, that's so crazy. And I felt weird doing that. Like, I don't know what. At the time, I'm like, maybe I'll get arrested for lying on my resume. I have no idea why I was so worried. But, yeah, just removed the college radio part and just said I worked at a alternative radio station, rock radio station in Plattsburgh, New York. And boom, got a call back.
I would not be here for the same reason, Steve. I lied and said I knew sports. They needed a sports guy for
this is my favorite story.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just, Danny, have you not heard this one?
I have not.
This is the best.
Oh, yeah. Kathy was pregnant with Joey, so it was like, okay, and all I could ever do was get part-time jobs in radio. I had 3 part-time jobs, but they weren't giving me any money. And then all of a sudden, this full-time opportunity opened up, and it was in Rochester, New York. And a good friend of mine that I work with, she was the one that said, hey, I'm the news person there. We need a sports guy. And you know sports, right? And I'm like, sure do.
And this is before the internet, so you don't really have everything at your disposal.
Of course. No. No, I immediately when I took the job, I knew it would. Luckily, it was around baseball season, so I love baseball, so I was able to fake my way through that and talk a little baseball. So they were like, "All right, well, we'll interview you." I immediately ordered Sports Illustrated. I went and bought the issue. I subscribed because that was about the only thing I think of that would help me get like Steve said, get a leg up on sports because there was no internet really. And I got there, and I'll never forget Weeze. We did about a month of shows together, and he would just get more and more upset at every sportscast because he would ask follow-up questions. Like when I asked Rev follow-up questions about the trivia, it was like that. And Weeze would go, "So, brah, he asked me something about golf. So, brah, let me ask you this about that. Did the guy get, did he get a bogey? Did he get a birdie? How'd it go?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, you got a fogey. Yeah, it's all good.
I'll let you know next month when my next edition of Sports Illustrated comes out.
and poor Weeze, the thing with Weeze is that, he was such a social guy. He talked to everybody in Rochester, and it was his hometown. So all of his friends are going, "Dude, that new guy you hired's an idiot. He knows nothing about football. He knows nothing about." And so Weeze is hearing this, and Weeze is a pretty sensitive guy. He wants his show to be good, and all of his friends are telling him that the show is horrible because of me. And he just on the air one day go, "Brah, let's just forget about the fact you do sports, all right? Because you don't do sports. You don't know sports. You don't know a damn thing." And I would try to still fake my way through. "Oh, you're wrong. What do you ask me anything?"
That's actually funny because when I got my first position on a morning show, they wanted me to do a sports report. And man, that audio, it's somewhere, and it's so terrible. It was like, "The Lobos scored 2-1 in a great rally against UTEP." And it was so bad, but it's the same kind of thing. And they were just like, "Yeah, we're not going to do sports anymore during the show."
You killed a whole segment.
A whole segment.
Yeah.
That's why there's no professional sports teams in Albuquerque.
That's
because
exactly,
of Danny V.
yeah.
They were about to get a pro baseball team, and then they heard Danny V like, "This is the sports report. We don't want to be here."
Womp womp. So we're the same person, BJ.
Yeah, and it's funny because, Weeze and I talk about it. He was like, he wanted a sports guy, but then he realized he really didn't need a sports guy because he knew more sports than me anyway. But then what I did bring to the table was completely what nobody ever expected, and we ended up having a good run for 4 years. It was, it was an amazing, and it helped me get where I am today. So I know it was good for me. I don't know if it was good for Weeze, but I know it was good for me.
BJ, it's hilarious. My career is the same. I didn't know jack. I learned as I went.
Yeah, it's just, you kind of, that's what you had to do. You had to fake it till you make it. And again, I don't know if I would have lied like that if I wasn't having a kid on the way. Like, that changed my brain. Yep. It was like, I got to get a job. I got a kid coming, and I have no full-time job. And Kathy didn't have a full-time job. So it's like, I needed to make this job happen. And, oh, man. Good times. And lies. We got a man that was attacked by a bear. And the bear bit him in the head. Oh, man. And he lived to tell the story. You're going to hear from this dude at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I have lots of tickets that I haven't paid. Can those be discharged through a bankruptcy?
Yes, there are some limits on what we can do with tickets. Tickets cannot be discharged in a full bankruptcy. In a Chapter 7 case, that won't help you get your license back. But in Chapter 13 reorganization, tickets are dischargeable. Most types of tickets are dischargeable. So you would have to pay back some of the tickets in a Chapter 13 case, but the vast majority of them could be discharged if you complete the plan. And again, you would get your license back right away when you filed the Chapter 13 case, as long as the only reason you don't have your license is because of failure to pay your tickets. But the Chapter 13 process will help you get your license back and repay a small portion of your tickets in most cases, and get your license reinstated almost immediately.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.